Good morning out there. This is Cal Root Pig and wife, known as the Lost RVers, on this very smoky California Sierra day. Not as bad today as it has been, but it's pretty bad. So, going to do another 21 FB walk around bed Mesa Ridge review, only because I'm going in to get a can of coffee, and it's been quite a while, so I'm just going to do it. So this is what we tow our trailer with. It's an F-150 2017 4x4 pickup truck, and of course this is what we tow right there. So I just turn on all the gas and the power, and I go in and test things out, make sure everything's right. I'll tell you a couple stories once I get in. Be right back. Before I get in up there, let me show you that right there. That is the outdoor speaker on the awning. And we took a trip to Carmel, Monterey, and Big Sur. And as you know, Monterey is a very, very small little town with small little streets. And of course, right up there, as I was turning the corner, I hit a lamppost. Yes, I did. And ripped that sucker off, plus scored the awning. That's first. And then we found out later, I also took out this right there. First mistake, driving. My fault, 100%, turned too tight. So, there she is right there. Let's go on inside and see what she looks like. Okay, inside the 7021 FB Mesa Ridge, we'll start in here. This is a standard queen-size bed. It came with a shorter RV queen. We flipped it out into a regular mattress. You have to do it, number one, but still plenty of room to get around. Two hanging closets, of course, the shelf. There's Joe, good old Joe. Nothing real special, but it's nice and it's a good sleep. We did put an electric blanket on there, so when we're plugged in, we have some heat. And it also runs by the generator just fine. One window, two closets, another window. There is a TV hookup there. We haven't gotten around to it because we just don't do that kind of stuff. Right now I'm running the heater just to make sure everything's working. In here is the bathroom. Standard bathroom, kind of a mess, but we've done probably since the last time I did this RV walkthrough. Hello. About, I don't know, 3,500 miles. We've done 24 RV trips on the road. Good refrigerator. We did 2,300 miles going to Yellowstone and the Tetons during the real shutdown when nothing was open. Well, still have beer in there. I'll be dogged. All right, look at this mold. Feel like 112 here. And the whole time we had frozen popsicles and frozen ice cream. We have pantry cabinets here. We keep it filled up just in case we have to bug out from the fires or whatnot. Who knows? Killer bees. On both sides here, we have more storage space, as you can see. Over here we keep our tapes. Terrible location for the TV, gotta admit, but hey, that's what you get. Face-to-face dinette, and a nice couch right here. Suits our needs just fine. Of course, the air conditioner, very loud. Very cold, but very loud. I think we all suffer from that. Over here you have a 3-burner stove and an oven that we have not used so far. Microwave, we use that quite a bit. 3-burner stove, we use that all the time. Double sink. And of course more storage, more wine, coffee. Now, one thing I do try to do is, whatever food we do leave in here, in packages and cans, whatnot, try to keep them closed, because you don't want ants coming in. I come out here all the time checking for any signs of ants. Haven't had any so far, or rodents. Now, this is a smart TV. This is the Cal Root Peg and wife, the Lost RVer channel. And we did do the 17-mile drive, the Carmel by the Sea, the Big Sur. Got stuck in Carmel. That's where I tore off my speaker. So I did go fishing on the coast. Did catch a fish. That's it right there. A red rock cod. Pulled it out of the ocean. Wasn't planning on fishing, but somebody gave us some bait, some squid. And of course I used it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So like everything else, you know, you want to make yourself as comfortable as you can when you're in these RVs, especially if you're on the road. Like you folks out there know, when you have a big fifth wheel, or a, you know, Class A, Class C, you have a lot more room, a lot more sitting area. So I wanted to get rid of this big table. It's okay, we use it, but every once in a while, I made this little cabaret table. I got that online, I think $6.95. And so we take out these posts there, put them away. We stand the table up against the window, and we just use that for the table. It gives you a lot more leg room. Now, October 31st, we'll be in the desert because they're having the Halloween RV ATV Mad Max event going on. This is our third year going. So we're just starting to stock up on Halloween decorations. What else can I tell you about this? Other than this is the same floor plan as the 212QB by Jayco. The only difference is this stove is on the other end right there, and they do have bigger windows in the back. And I kind of worried about the bigger windows because trying to keep this place cool and warm with the big windows was a worry to me. So we elected to go with a different brand, Highland Ridge. That's a cemetery at Fort Ord, instead of the Jayco model. And I actually chose it because I don't like having that right there. And when I'm saying right there, I mean you're 2 inches away from the back of this. So I always worried about pots and pans, hot water and grease kind of splashing or spilling, or you knock it and it goes right on the person sitting there. So I much prefer it having it down here. Works out much better. We do use a 222i Honda generator to power things up when we're boondocking, which has worked pretty good. Now I try to use it on this or that air conditioner, and it did blow a fuse. Didn't blow the fuse, but it just kicked the fuse off inside here, not the Honda generator. So we're bringing this in on November 15th for its yearly maintenance, and I have that on the list. Why this kicks off when we put all the juice to it. It has nothing to do with the generator. It just kicked off. But when we're plugged into shore power, it seemed to work without problems. Another reason I'm doing this is because I bought a new phone, a Samsung S20 Plus. Now I did buy a Samsung Ultra, which was the big 4 cameras zoom lens thing, and it had such an autofocus problem that when you go like this, everything around you would just be blurry when you're driving down the road. Now we do RV videos, and when you're doing RV videos, you have a lot of front windshield shots, right? Like right there, if you look, you're pointing the camera out the front window and you're talking and you're just driving along. And when I used the Ultra and I did that, both sides of the roadways were just always blurry. It was as if the autofocus caught something and was trying to focus on one thing and didn't focus on the other thing. And I kept it for about, I don't know, 8 days. I did some videos with it, and it was so frustrating because it kept on crashing for whatever reason. It just crashed. The camera would just turn off, and you'd have to start it up again. Well, one time I was in the middle of a street trying to catch a steeple of a church, and every time I wanted to do it, it crashed. And then I did it once, and I looked at it, and it was kind of out of focus. So I returned it for this S20 Plus. It does have a good zoom feature. It zooms in and out well. It seems to be able to keep its focus when you're zooming in and out and changing the angle. Like I go like that, and you notice that the focus doesn't really blur out too much. So that is a positive. So again, this is the 21FB Mesa Ridge by Highland Ridge. Actually, it's owned by Jayco. That's why you see a lot of Jayco components in it. Jayco stoves, Jayco everything, which is fine. Jayco is a good company. I like it. We had the 175 RD, and we loved it. But we wanted a walk-around bed, and that was the main thing. And this phone goes up to 10 times zoom. It goes up to 12 times zoom, 1080, and if you're on 4K, it goes up to 10 times zoom. Plus, it has a 30 times zoom camera reach for just photos, but it gets in pretty tight. Good enough for me. That's it. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you later. Next trip is coming up. We aren't sure where to go. Everything's on fire. Everything. You try to get to the coast, you can't. Everything's on fire. Go up to Tahoe, they're freaking out about the virus still. So maybe the desert. We aren't sure, but we're going to be doing a road trip number 25 within the next couple of weeks anyway, and we invite you along. There's the Carmel by the Sea right there. That was trip number 24. Again, in the middle of lockdown, and right there is where I hit the post of all places to show. All right, thanks for watching. Cal Root Pagan Wife, known as Lost RVers, with a walkthrough of the 21FB Mesa Ridge and a preview of what the next videos will look like on this Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus phone. See you later. Remember, subscribe. Well, I guess I shouldn't really end this until I show you my red and blue chairs. I store them right there. Had them on the 175 RD as my trademark. These chairs were 16 bucks a piece, and they're the most comfortable chairs in the world. They're kind of bulky, but it fits perfectly there. Yeah, you do scratch up a tin a little bit, but you know what? They're worth sticking on your tire if you don't have bicycles back there. Come here again. This is the awning that I tore up pretty good, but there is all the storage goes up here in the front. That one's locked. I'll walk you around the back. You got double tanks, one battery, electric jack, standard features of anything. There it is, Mesa Ridge. We really like it. We really like the 175 RD too, and if you don't mind flopping over each other and you're using an SUV to tow with, that's the one that you should get, because it's lightweight, lighter than the Lance. But this goes all the way back. You can see all the junk in there. That's our sway bar. We use a, what do they call these things? An Easy 2 hitch. It's a big old hitch, but it does work very well. We towed in some really windy conditions, and it works well when we tow locally. When we aren't going to be on a freeway and we're just going through the mountains, I don't put them on. I just let the ball, the hitch, take care of it. As long as you aren't, just doing 80 miles an hour and you're just going through the mountains. Actually, it seems to be able to maneuver a little bit better with the stabilizer bars off. So that's it. Again, right there is what we tow it with. I love that thing. I know you Ford people, it's a Ford. No, this thing is a This thing is, I love that truck. I love it. Pulls okay. There's a what, V8. What is it? I think it's a 305. It gets about 12 miles a gallon pulling. Sometimes it goes down to 10. But it is four-wheel drive, and we had to use the four-wheel drive on a couple occasions to get out of a situation, so I'm glad we have that. And other than that, thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to this station. Again, I'm repetitive, but that's just the way I am. And we'll see you on the road. Road trip number 25 coming up soon. Love you all. Care for you all. Be careful out there. But remember, the best social distancing is in one of these things right here. A travel trailer or an RV of any sort. Find a place to go and go. Don't worry about it. We didn't. See you later. Bye. I guess I should say this too. There's Ladybird and there's Teddy. We have never brought either one on a road trip. I'm not gonna pick up this dog's poo. Oh yeah. Anyway, I haven't been able to get this to download in 4K on purpose. There's one video I had. When I was testing out the Ultra and it came out on 4K. I don't know how it did it, but it did it. So this is in the best mode. This is in high def, 30 frames per second. I've tried everything. I'm going to download this, see if it actually shows up in 4K. If it does, I'll be happy. But so far, I've been unable to get this video onto YouTube with the 4K assignment on the side. You know how you see it, 4K. And we'll try this one. So we'll talk to you guys later again. Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe, and we'll see you on the road. Bye.